Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your mid-month November 2024 reading. My name is Ellena. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm kind of excited to see what Spirit has to say about the rest of this month for you, leading into December. So let's check it out. Let's jump right in for Taurus. Okay, right away. Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? Okay. Let's check this out. Oh my goodness. Be open to receiving abundance now. That is the money card. So looks like there's a lot of money coming in, a lot of abundance, a lot of resources. Maybe certain people, connections are able to come in your life at this time. So that's something that's really exciting. Do not be afraid to ask for help. That is my angelic guidance card. So I feel like angels and the universe is here to support you. So you just have to ask for signs and pay attention to them. And not only just pay attention to them, act on it. Act on your highest excitement. Act on your intuition. So this is kind of what I'm picking up right now. Oh my gosh, take a chance. That's right. Ooh. Interesting. So as I'm looking at this spread, I do feel like maybe there is a project that you're thinking about, or maybe there is some sort of joint venture, or maybe some sort of idea that you wanted to do a long time ago. And again, Spirit is trying to encourage you to take that chance on yourself. Perhaps it's about going on that trip that you always wanted, or applying for that job that you wanted, or taking that job offer that was given to you. It's like taking the risk because there's rewards there. As long as you follow your highest excitement and trust your intuition, I feel like this is leading you to a space that is more in alignment with who you are now. Because if I see, when I look at the soulmate card is kind of like interesting, because I feel like it can mean one of two things. It can mean walking away from certain people that are no longer in alignment with you, but more importantly, as it's like progressing forward and knowing that there are certain soul contracts and certain people that you are destined to meet on this next chapter in your life, whether it is to learn lessons, whether it is to have fun, whether it is a romantic partner or a business partner. There is something here that is meant to happen so that you can get closer to your tribe or your community in some way. A divine connection. So it's like almost slated to happen for you, so long as you take the proper steps towards it and believe that it's there for you. So that's really exciting. So it could totally be like a business partner. Maybe you start your business and you're kind of trying to figure it out, and then next thing you know, as you're doing that, you meet the perfect partner to kind of assist you with all the other details of your business that maybe you didn't want to do. It's like there's something about that coming up for you. Oh my gosh. By the way, your cards are flying out like crazy. Focus. Oh my goodness. Opportunity? Okay. Right. And stand up for yourself. Now this is kind of interesting. It's like, are you being distracted, Taurus? Slightly. Spirit is really trying to get you to focus on what it is that you want to do. They want you to start doing like a visualization board or a vision board. Is that what it's called? Writing things down in terms of goals, certain tasks that you want to finish, because this is what's going to open up and create and attract to you the opportunities that can kind of almost propel or assist you on your next journey. Like as you're working on your craft, let's say you're working on building your business, not only are you going to attract the right people, the right workers, the right company, the right network, you're also going to attract other opportunities as well, which I feel is not always near you. I feel like when I get this card, I feel like there's international connections. I feel like there's things that are beyond, resources that are there for you, but they might be international. And more opportunities in terms of like maybe someone comes up to you and sees your product and they want to apply it to something else. Like there's unlimited possibilities here. And this card, you know, it says stand up for yourself. Yes, which is kind of like boundaries. But this card, when I painted it, I really was channeling the energy of alignment. It's about really focusing on your alignment, focusing on why you came here, focusing on your purpose, focusing on your joys, and to not really deviate from that, focusing on what it is that you want to do, which is here, focus, focus, focus. So I feel like Spirit is really wanting you to kind of let go of distractions at this time. I don't know if people are like scrolling on their phones too much, or like, you know, maybe they're just too immersed in other people needing them or distracting them. But Spirit is really saying that this is the time for you to start taking that chance, because there are people, places, and things lining up in perfect timing for you, but you have to meet them. You have to meet them halfway. It's almost like being at a certain destination, but you got to get on that train at a certain time. Not saying that, you know, you'll forever, like if you miss this train, you'll forever not be on this train. I'm not saying that. I mean that train is always going to come. However, something about the timing of this particular train is required for you to meet certain particular people. You know, not like you won't ever meet these people again, but something about the timing right now, it just seems very, very perfect in that way. Because let's say you don't go on your train, they go on the train. They will probably be doing their own adventure, and then maybe next time you'll have to meet them, and maybe it's not the right time for them to meet you. You know what I'm saying? So there's a really divinely guided aspect of this whole thing. So Spirit just wants you to focus on what you need to do to get prepared and pack your things to get on that train, you know? So that's exciting. So let's see if there's any other cards. Oh, yes. That Spirit wants me to share with you at this time. Sorry if I'm speaking a little bit more quieter or lower. It's getting late where I'm at. So I'm just trying to keep it low, you know? Let's try one more card here. This is Taurus. Angels, love, and light. Is there a message you would like for me to share with the Taurus collective? There you go. All right, so. Ooh, puffins. What a cute. Did you read that? Do you see that? You see that, right? Weren't we just talking about it? Puffin, partnership. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. Alignment. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Oh my God. Do not be afraid to ask for help. Do you not see that card? Teamwork will give you the best results. We were just talking about that. Don't you just love it how like the summary cards does what it's supposed to do and summarizes the reading? Like truly, this is where your abundance is. You know, a lot of times people focus on money. They focus on just resources in terms of finances. And what they don't realize is that people are like one of the most abundant things you can attract into your life. You know, like people can help you, right? People can provide resources. They know people that can assist you with what you need to know. They have information, you know, they have guidance on things. Like there's an abundance and a plethora of amazing resources with people. And I feel like sometimes if we stay too focused on just like, how are we going to get the money? How are we going to get the money? I think we limit ourselves to all the opportunities to which could truly support us as we move towards the things that are really important to us and taking that chance on us, So I think there's a really powerful message in that, in terms of keeping your minds and hearts open, in terms of receiving the things that will help you on your next journey and on your next steps. The partnership is just reinforcing what I just said here. I do feel, and it can be like a business partnership, and it can be a romantic partnership, and it can also be both. You can be attracting both right now. So, and it's kind of interesting. It's like two puffins, right? They're equal. The equal partnership, equal give and take, equal acknowledgement. Not one is bigger or better than the other. It's two partners working in harmony. And I also feel like maybe this partner is going to enter into your life, and that is when you start to really take off in terms of drawing your community to you. They are also your community, but something about both of your guys' energy together creates almost like a third energy, where you are truly going to start magnetizing and bringing to you all types of people that are part of your community and your network. And that is incredibly powerful. So yeah, it's really important that you follow your intuition and move with integrity as you're stepping into this space where you're taking that chance on yourself. So what is the middle card? Oh, butterflies, so pretty. Rebirth. And butterflies really is just like taking time to soar, like you're finally taking off. Like butterflies, when they kind of grow their wings and stuff, they have to kind of like almost reinvent themselves. They have to kind of, I don't know much about butterflies, but don't they turn into like a liquid? They literally like turn into a liquid in the cocoon, and then they just like pull themselves back together and form themselves into this beautiful butterfly, right? And then but before they turn that way, they have to like break out of this cocoon, and then they have to go and fly. So it's something about really reinventing yourself. Really, it's a time where you're like out of the cocoon, your wings are dry, and now it's time for you to just start flying and like taking a chance, soaring to new heights. Yeah, even before I even said, or even like I said, reinvent yourself, but I didn't even read this. It says, you can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. And as describe that transformation process with the butterfly, literally disintegrating into like liquid and then turning back into a butterfly. Like, you have to enjoy all the parts of your journey, even though the things that were once difficult, I feel like, when you find the blessings in them, you realize that they really shaped your character, and they really strengthened you into the person that you are today. So I think that's amazing. And I feel like the colors here, butterflies are so beautiful, honestly. And I feel like you're going to draw a lot of attention to yourself because of that. Like when I look at this, I just feel like you just stand out. You just stand out. And of course you're going to stand out because you need to attract your community. So this is really important. And that's really exciting, to be honest. Ooh, interesting. Archangel Remiel and Aragonite. That really looks like a root chakra crystal, but I'm not too sure. It does say rest, though. Very interesting to me. Rest. So when I look at this card, I feel like you have to balance it. You have to make sure you're balanced when it comes to attracting and moving towards your goal, to also ground yourself. Like, I don't know if people have ever felt this, where you have so much stuff going on, you have so many to-do lists, you have so many things to think about and plan, but like if you don't balance yourself by going outside and grounding yourself, that chaotic energy of all the little details, they kind of remain in your head. They remain in your mind. And it kind of can be a distraction from being really present in your body. And your body is one of the greatest things that you can do in order to ground that energy from the etheric world, the spiritual world, and integrate it into Mother Earth, but also into yourself. It's almost like you're no longer just going to be thinking about stuff. You're going to actually do the things, but to not burn out in the process. Like, I think Spirit is really saying, like, perhaps you have a tendency to just get really excited, or maybe these things start moving with such a fast momentum, which can easily happen. Because, you know, sometimes when we pray for change, we pray for change and we're excited for change, but when the change happens, you don't realize how much stuff you have to do in between to enforce that change, right? Like, let's say you always wanted this job and then you finally get this job. And what happens is that, oh shoot, now I have to pack my stuff. I have to move. I have to, I have to find a new place. I have to, it's a lot of stuff that can happen within that short period of time. So Spirit is wanting you to make sure that you're balancing that, because there might be a big chance that this is going to continue to move faster and faster. So it's really important for you to stay grounded and appreciate the present moment when it arrives, okay? Don't get lost in your thoughts. Don't get lost in the momentum of things. And one day at a time, Just like, for instance, with that example, if you change your location or whatever, and you have to start moving things, you can start by, packing one room first, right? Like, rather than just like panic packing and like doing so much all at once. It's like, do one space at a time. Let's unpack the living room, or like let's call the landlords or whatever. Like, there's something that's methodical in the approach of this that is really required, so that you don't get too overwhelmed and too stressed, because I do feel like there's a chance that you will be taking off. It's interesting too. I want to confirm here that in this painting, like, I painted this and there is a butterfly right there. And what's interesting is that this butterfly is still kind of attached to a flower, not quite yet ready to launch, but very, very close. And when that happens, it's like you just want to almost go everywhere. You almost want to go everywhere. So keep that in mind. Spirit is just wanting to kind of reinforce that. So again, so this is your November reading, Taurus. I hope this reading resonates with you. And if it does, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. And best of luck for the rest of the month and into December. And I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.